Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. If you are new, you are welcome. If you are my returning subscriber, I say thank you for always coming back to watch my video. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to cut and sew this beautiful trending stretched puffy sleeve you see rolling on the screen. And it's very easy and simple to make, and it's beginners friendly. So if this is what you like to learn, please stay tuned to the end of the video. So let's get right into the video. I have this fabric for this tutorial and it's just for an illustration. And I'm going to be using the same fabric for the lining. You can choose to use colored fabric for the lining. It depends on you what you want. But because this is an illustration, I'm using the same fabric for the lining. And I'm using this interfacing for the sleeves. How you call it, peplum stain or whatever you call it. This is it. We have shining face, which is iron onto the fabric. So to cut these sleeves, we need half circle flare for these sleeves. But we are going to be cutting a full circle flare, which is 360-degree flare. We are using 360-degree flare method to cut a full circle flare, and then we are going to split it in half to form a half circle flare. So what you do first is to take your tape and measure around your armhole. Whatever you get around your armhole, you times it by 2, because you can see that the sleeves have pleats that goes to the armhole. So to get these pleats on the sleeves, you need to measure whatever you get on your around armhole. You need to times it by 2. So 18 times 2 is 36. So now the full circle flare we are cutting, you need a radius for your circle flare. So to get that radius, you divide 36 by 6.28. So by so doing, I got 5.7. So I round it up to 6. So the radius for the full flare we are going to cut now is 6 inches. And the length of the sleeve is 8 inches. So to know how much fabric you put on fold, you already know how to fold for 360-degree flare. You fold your fabric into 2 and fold it again into 4. So the radius is 6 plus 8 inches for the length is 14 inches. So this unfold is about 18 inches. It's okay. This is the good side of the fabric. I'm turning it to the wrong side. So we start to mark our measurements. You need 1 yard for this sleeve. If you want to sew 2 sleeves, you need 2 yards. But I'm just sewing 1 sleeve to teach you how to cut and sew it. But if you want to use for the 2 sleeves, you need 2 yards. So I fold it to 2 and I'm folding it again to 4. It's simple, so please pay attention and get it right. So the first thing to do is on this folded point, I'm going to place my tape and mark the 6 inches for the radius all round. After marking the radius, I will connect the points. So this is the radius for the sleeve. So on this radius line, I'm going to mark the length of the sleeve, which is 8 inches. So I'm marking 8 inches on the radius line. I mark all around like this. So guys, this is the sleeve. It's simple. You cut your radius out and then cut the length. This is what I'm going to do now. But I'm going to hold the center with pins so that it will not be moving around when cutting it. So I'll cut the radius first, then I'll cut the length. So guys, this is the half circle flare. When opening it up, you get a full circle flare. Hope you can see. When folded in half, you get half circle flare. So what I'm going to do next is to split this folded side open and also open this side to get a half circle flare. So I'm going to cut the same 2 pieces for the lining. So all is going to be 4 pieces. So guys, I've finished cutting the 2. This 2 piece is for the main sleeve and this other 2 pieces is for the lining. So what I'll do, I'll use my chalk to indicate the one I'm using for the lining. This is the wrong side I marked. Yes, this is for the lining and these 2 pieces is for the main sleeve. So in all, it's 4 half circles. So I went ahead and cut the interfacing for each of the pieces. I'm going to iron interfacing on all the 4 pieces of the sleeve. So I cut 4 pieces of the interfacing. This is it, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll go ahead and iron the interfacing and then come back and show you what to do next. So guys, I'm done ironing the interfacing, the gum stay on the fabric. We now have 4 pieces. 2 pieces for the main sleeve and then 2 pieces for the lining. That's why I indicate with the chalk. So let me put it together, you see how it looks. So when I place the 2 half circles together, you see you got your full circle. So what I'm going to do next is to place the 2 together. So this is the good side. Please, if you are sewing for yourself or you are sewing for your clients, don't mark on the good side. Please mark on the wrong side, not to roll in the fabric. So this is it. So the next thing to do is to find the midpoint of this line, this circle here. So let me indicate the midpoint of the sleeve. So this is it. What you can see it. This is the center of the flare. So I'll place the 2 together like this. These 2 pieces is for the main sleeve. So from this center point that you marked, you come up by 3 inches. Can you see that? This is the center point where you notch and then you come up by 3 inches. You are going to create a curve to meet these points. You can use your curve ruler, but it's good to use hand plate. You can curve it on this right side or you can still do it on the left side like so. So on this midpoint, I come up by 3 inches and I'm going to connect it like so. You place the 2 together. So let me use my pin to hold it to stop it moving around. So what I'm going to do is to cut this out. So what I'm going to do is to place this on top of the lining and cut the same thing. Wrong side face each other and then the right side is up. So we got the main sleeve and then we have the lining. So let me put the lining aside. What to do now is to join this opening together, but I'll turn it to the wrong side. I'm going to stitch it with 1/2 inch on this line and then I'm going to take the lining also and also stitch with 1/2 inch as I did to the main sleeve. So I'm going to take it to my machine and then stitch it, open it, iron the seam nicely and come and show you the next step. So this is it. I'm done joining the opening side of the sleeve. So this is the good side. You see how it looks? I ironed it neatly. You can see that. And this is the wrong side where I joined. Let's assume this is the main sleeve. This is for the lining. So what I'm going to do next is to place the lining on top of the main fabric like this. The seam line should match with this seam line. You see, you place it like this, and then this top part, I'm going to sew it all around like this to this end, and then after I will notch it and turn it inside out. I'll come and show you how to do it, so don't worry about that. So I'm going to pin it all around and stitch it. So I've gone ahead and stitched the two together, as you can see, and I went ahead and notched the edges for easy turning and ironing. So I'll turn it inside out. So guys, this is it. I'm going to iron it neatly. I left this place open. So after ironing it flat, I will go ahead and hold these edges with a stitch so that it will be easy to work on. So let me iron it, hold the edges together, and then I will be back soon. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. This is a very beautiful sleeve. After ironing it, you see how neatly it looked. See the other side. So what we are going to do next is to fold it into the wrong side, like so. And then you take your tape and measure around your armhole, around your arm. You measure it like this, but not too tight. So I got 14. So half of 14 is 7. So on this side, from this point, from this end, you are going to measure 7 inches. That's for the around arm measurement. This is where your arm is going to pass through. So I mark 7 inches. So from this 7 inches, I'm going to sew together from this point all the way to the end here. Let me pin it and go and sew it. Come and show you the next step. So I'm done stitching it. This is our arm opening. You see how it's looking neatly. So next is to turn it to the good side. After turning it to the good side, I'll go ahead and iron it again neatly. So I'm going to iron it, then I'll show you the next thing to do. So this is it after ironing it. So what I'm going to do now is to create the sleeve curve, because we cannot pleat on this pointed part. So we are going to open it up like this, either to the wrong side or the good side, but I'm using the wrong side because I'm using colored chalk. Can you see that? So we are going to create the sleeve curve. We're going to eliminate this pointed edge. So create the sleeve curve like this. So I'll cut it out. If it's not well shaped, I'll reshape it. Please, when sewing your own, try and use the real pepperoni stay, because this is just interfacing. You see how I look? I think it's okay like this. So the next thing is to pleat it. You can see that the sleeve have pleat, but you are not going to pleat it to the end here. You are going to pleat it and leaving some inches for the armhole. So all this side is for the armhole, and our armhole I measured was 18 inches. So we are going to pleat 9 inches from this joining part, the shoulder part, up to the end here, supposed to be 9 inches together with the pleating. So after pleating it, all should be 18 inches. All this round the armhole is going to the armhole. So let me pleat it and then show you the finishing look on the mannequin. You can pleat it bigger, you can pleat it small, depending on how you want your pleat to look. So guys, we have come to the end of today's tutorial. If you find this crochet puffy sleeve interesting, please don't forget to hit on the like button, and also if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so by hitting on the subscribe button, and also turn on your notification bell to be the first to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Also share my videos, comment down the comment section. I'm ever ready to answer your questions. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.